What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, today marks the day for undefeated light heavyweight Russian superstar WBA world champion Dmitry Bivol. 20 wins, no losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 31 years of age, 6 foot tall with a 72-inch arm reach. He's going to take on his WBA mandatory and undefeated former WBC super middleweight world champion, Mexican superstar light heavyweight title contender, Zurdo Ramirez, okay? Zurdo Ramirez, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez is 44 wins, no losses, no draw, 30 wins by way of knockout. He is 31 years of age, 6'3" with a 75-inch arm reach. He's extremely big fighter, okay? He was extremely big super middleweight, and he's definitely an extremely big light heavyweight. So he has a 3-inch height advantage over Dmitry Bivol. He's going to have a 3-inch arm reach advantage over Dmitry Bivol, and he's just naturally going to come in at the bigger guy, okay? But with that said, Dmitry Bivol confidence is at an all-time high, okay? Dmitry Bivol is more fluid. Zurdo Ramirez is a pressure fighter. He's a bigger version with slower hands of undefeated 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion, Mexican superstar, Ecuadorian superstar in David Benavidez, okay? He's bigger than David Benavidez, but their styles are very, very similar, okay? And with that said, Dmitry Bivol is coming off the biggest win of his career against 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar, who currently is the undisputed super middleweight and the face of the sport of boxing, top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, and Saul Canelo Alvarez. To which Dmitry Bivol, he absolutely dominated Canelo Alvarez in his fight. Dominated Canelo Alvarez, okay? He won all but 3 rounds. I thought he won 9 rounds to 3, okay? So I thought he put on a dominant, impressive performance against Canelo Alvarez, and his confidence at an all-time high. And you know, he's faced big punchers, he's faced pressure fighters. Now obviously Canelo Alvarez, who's 58 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout, 32 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. He's much smaller than Dmitry Bivol, okay, at 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. And he's way smaller than Zurdo Ramirez, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, okay? But with that said, Dmitry Bivol, he has faced some, you know, he has the experience edge, in my opinion, over Zurdo Ramirez, okay? I think that, you know, he's faced the better opposition, obviously facing Canelo Alvarez, who's a seasoned, proven vet, you know, but he faced the likes of Joe Smith Jr., okay? You know, he doesn't have, you know, an extensive record, but he faced Joe Smith Jr. He faced Jean Pascal, you know, he's faced Sullivan Barrera. So he's faced some very seasoned, tricky fighters in his career, right? And he's victorious in those fights. So obviously being undefeated, he has the edge in hand speed, foot speed, you know, and they both have high ring IQs. They get the job done differently, right? Now, Zurdo has the edge in power and size, arm reach, you know, but he gets hit a lot. He is tricky, but I believe that Dmitry Bivol's movement, his ability to box, his ring IQ, his accuracy, his punch, his choice of punches, okay? His punch, you know, he don't waste punches, okay? Dmitry Bivol is very, very calculated with his punch output, right? His choice of punches. And so I think that his movement is going to give Zurdo problems. And I think that Zurdo, you know, is going to be hungry. It's going to be aggressive, right? And if Dmitry Bivol, who normally doesn't fatigue, now sometimes I watch Dmitry Bivol fights, he can have lackluster performances at times where it's like he almost fights down to his competition. But you know, he's not the biggest light heavyweight, but he's definitely skilled, right? He's not a small light heavyweight, but he's not the biggest light heavyweight, right? So if Dmitry Bivol struggles with the pressure of Zurdo Ramirez, And in the second half of the fight, because I don't believe he's going to knock out Zurdo Ramirez. I don't even believe he's going to hurt Zurdo in this fight, not visibly, right? And he's active with his punches. But at times against Canelo Alvarez, Dmitry Bivol allowed himself to be on the ropes and allowed Canelo Alvarez to tee off on him. He can't do that with Zurdo Ramirez. Absolutely cannot do that with Zurdo Ramirez, or he'll find himself in big trouble, right? He absolutely cannot do that with Zurdo Ramirez. So with that said, I think that Dmitry Bivol has the wherewithal, the ring IQ to understand that he has to keep the fight in the center of the ring. He has to continue to turn Zurdo Ramirez. He has to continue to change the channel on Zurdo Ramirez and force Zurdo Ramirez to reset, right? Because Zurdo Ramirez needs you set, and he needs to be set to throw his punches, okay? Otherwise, he gets a little bit sloppy with his punches. He don't really judge the distance all too well. He not that he don't judge distance well at all, but he don't judge the distance well enough to where Dmitry Bivol in the center of the ring should have problems with Zurdo's punch output, right? So with that said, I think that, Dmitry Bivol is going to win this fight, unanimous decision. I think that Zurdo is going to have a tough time catching up to Dmitry Bivol, and he's going to have success in this fight. Zurdo Ramirez is, but not enough to win the fight. I think Dmitry Bivol is going to win the rounds clean and clear, and I think that Zurdo Ramirez, you can see a little bit of frustration on the part of Zurdo Ramirez. Dmitry Bivol has faster hands, faster feet, and as long as he does what I believe he will, and that's keep the fight, or in the center of the ring for the majority of the fight. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to do it the entire fight. You understand? Because Zurdo Ramirez is definitely a very good fighter. It's going to be difficult to do it the entire fight, but I definitely believe that for sure that Dmitry Bivol, for the majority of the fight, can keep the fight in the center of the ring, has the ring IQ, the athletic ability to stay off the ropes, he's going to have a tough time trying to tie up Zurdo Ramirez, but just as long as he don't allow Zurdo to do so much damage and catch him and hurt him cleanly and clear to where the judges are, oohing and ahhing. And obviously the judges don't respond in that nature, but natural human nature is that, they don't respond in that manner, but natural human nature is for you to go, for you to respond, right? They're not robots. So if, as long as he keeps the fight to where, Zurdo Ramirez is not, damaging him big time, Dmitry Bivol is going to win this fight, unanimous decision, and head into a rematch with Canelo Alvarez. That's what Canelo Alvarez is waiting for as of right now. He's waiting for Dmitry Bivol to be victorious. Canelo Alvarez in no way, shape, or form is going to challenge Zurdo Ramirez. If Zurdo Ramirez beats Dmitry Bivol today, Canelo Alvarez is absolutely at 5'8". He'll stop Canelo Alvarez. Zurdo Ramirez will absolutely stop Canelo Alvarez. Just way too big, too active, too strong. Canelo Alvarez punches didn't have much effect on Sergey Kovalev. I didn't like the job that Sergey Kovalev was big. He was controlling the fight. He was winning the fight. And I didn't like the body language from Sergey Kovalev. Just seemed like he wasn't engaged like he should have been. Now, I don't want to say he threw the fight or anything of that nature, but he just definitely shouldn't have. I just thought that, Canelo Alvarez catching with a punch and, he's wobbling all over the place. But nonetheless, Dmitry Bivol, Canelo Alvarez punches didn't have any real ill effect on Dmitry Bivol. And Zurdo Ramirez is way bigger than Dmitry Bivol. So if he ain't going to have no effect on Dmitry Bivol, then he definitely ain't going to have no effect on Zurdo Ramirez. And he's going to get hit clean. And Zurdo will stop Canelo Alvarez. Believe that. He's just too big, too strong. His weight class is for a reason. He's going to be like 7 inches taller than Canelo Alvarez, 6 inches taller, 6-inch arm reach. But he's big, he's strong, aggressive, durable. He'll stop Canelo. So there's no way they're going to take that fight. if Zurdo was to beat Dmitry Bivol today, understand that you're going to see Canelo Alvarez possibly choose to fight maybe Jamal Charlo, undefeated two division world champion, who's the WBC reigning middleweight world champion. He'll go the route of fighting Jamal Charlo because Caleb Plant and David Benavidez are going to fight each other. So David Benavidez is off the table. He'll go the route of fighting Jamal Charlo. So I have Dmitry Bivol winning, unanimous decision. His movement, his ring accuracy, his ring generalship, his punch output, he's selective with his punches. I think he's going to win cleanly against Zurdo today. And that's my opinion. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.